We're in.
We're in.
All right, George. Showtime.
Showtime, guys. Last camera action. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Happy Thursday, everybody. What's up, Locked In Nation, Locked In Gang? Today's Thursday. It's May 5th, so happy Cinco de Mayo for those guys that celebrate and for everybody that knows about it. And we are in.
Okay.
We're live. It's episode 81. We got a special guest today. We got my man King K22. Kiamba, what's up, bro?
We're in.
We in the building, we in the mix, and of course, I'm GMAC88, aka George Metra, and I got my boy here, my homie, my longtime, podcast crime partner, Steve Ushler. Steve, what's up, Steve? How you doing?
What's up? What's up, Locked In Nation? What's up, George? What's up, Kiambo?
We're good, bro. We're good. We're right in here, man. Today's gonna be a good episode, man. A nice show. Kiambo, we want to thank you, bro, for being able to join us and taking some time out of your schedule and all that. It's been a long way coming.
Oh, I think his thing dropped again. It's all good. He's having a little bit of a connectivity issue, but we'll get it straightened out. Anyway,
how you feeling today, man? Today's a good day.
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful day, bro. Sun's shining, man, and our feet are still moving, right? So I mean, it's beautiful, dude.
Keeping it pushing,
Beautiful
man.
day.
Today's gonna be a good episode, bro. Just in the meantime, we lost Kiamba for a second, but we get him to come back. Today's gonna be a decent episode, bro. It's gonna be we're gonna be talking a lot about YouTube. And basically how YouTube has been getting, how it gets to be monetized, how it's changed so much,
Yeah.
so much of the blogs, and so forth and so forth. Well, if we can, in the meantime, get some.
I unfortunately, I just want to make a disclaimer, guys. I do have to leave at 7. I know it's a short time, because of something else that kind of schedule conflict. You know what? With that being said, man, do you think we should just kind of skip the intro, man? That way, I got like a little bit more time on here, realistically. Why don't we skip that portion this week? We can hop into.
Okay. There you are. We got your back, broski. All right.
Yeah, it keeps dropping out. I think it's like connected. I think it's like connected.
I can hear you. Yep.
Nope, can hear you. Cool. George, do you want to kick this one off, man? Because it's a great topic, actually, man. I think it doesn't get talked about enough. With YouTube.
Can you hear us, Kiambu? Can you hear us?
Okay, I think his connectivity is a little bit. I think he can. It's moving fine now. All right. Hey, want to get started off, George?
Yes, sir. So today, man, it's gonna be a good topic. Today's gonna be about how everything kind of started, and about podcasts, about YouTube, and how it's kind of revolutionized the whole social online, basically, the online blogging game, the social media games, and everything else. So basically, let's start with this right now, guys. What do you guys remember, like YouTube really kind of starting to pop off, and really getting into YouTube? Let's start with you, Steve, and then we'll go to Kiambo.
I'm gonna say around like 07. I'm gonna say around 07, 06, man. Was when I kind of noticed YouTube, man. Around in the MySpace days, you know what I mean, dude? Like I really noticed YouTube a lot. I used to watch one of the first videos I watched on YouTube, ironically. Do you remember the show Viva La Bam with Bam Margera?
Yeah.
I used to watch old episodes on old episode clips on YouTube, man. So we're going like way back. But I kind of remember, yeah, like I'd say 07 or 06 realistically with YouTube. That was kind of my first experience. I think his thing dropped off again, but it's all good. How about you, man? I'll kick that one back to you, man. What was kind of your first realistic experience with YouTube?
Same thing with me, bro. So my first experiences were basically like I remember I first seen it in like 05. I think that's when YouTube really came around in 2005. But like you said, like 06, 07, really like more like the later part of 05, 06, but it's around 06 going to 07. But then it was already big. And I remember just kind of like it was more like a video thing. It was kind of just to watch certain videos, and you can watch, there were blogs and all that. But it wasn't what it is now. I think it's being revolutionized, big time. And it's changed a lot. I think that YouTube has definitely.
I agree. The landscape is so much different today. People are able to make money from YouTube, which is actually a phenomenal thing, man, when you think about it. A lot of guys out in Houston. Texas is a big market for YouTube right now.
Texas is?
Yeah, like the Austin scene, Houston, and it's actually our boy Bill commented in. Bill Plymouth. What's up, Bill? Yo, back to YouTube, man. What's popping?
What's up, Bill?
Mario commented in too. He said, "My first experience with YouTube was when there was no annoying ads." That we're going back a little bit of a ways now. because advertisement seems to kind of be taking over the YouTube platform. Another example of how that platform has changed. But hey, the bills got to be paid, right?
Everything gotta be paid, man. Everything's changing. So, Kian, we're just talking about our first experiences with YouTube. What was one of your first experiences? Like when you start first watching YouTube? Can you hear us?
I think his connection is a little spotty. Probably because it's done on the phone, which can be challenging.
Yeah. Hold on. I think we lost him. Can you hear us, Kiambu?
Yeah, they get locked up again. Yeah, it keeps locking up, unfortunately.
Damn.
You know what? Shoot him. I'll keep talking, man. Shoot him a message. See if he can. I see he's out right now, but maybe he could get set up on the desktop or something, or maybe when he's home, because I'm assuming his Wi-Fi is probably really low, where he doesn't have a strong Wi-Fi connection where he's at.
A laptop,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean, not even a laptop, just, with a good Wi-Fi connection. You know what I mean? A strong Wi-Fi connection, somewhere where you can get a good, strong connection. Yeah, no, so it's changed a lot. YouTube, you can streaming monetization in itself is a big topic to talk about. It was actually something, ironically, before we even kind of discussed this topic earlier today, I was actually I was watching something on a way to grow 10,000 followers, and it was a thing on monetization, getting your podcast monetized, getting YouTube videos monetized. I think YouTube requires a minimum for 1,000 subscribers, and I think 4,000 hours of watch time for monetization. See, people monetize through other streams too. They create Patreon accounts and other ways where you can monetize your content. But one of the biggest ways to get to a monetization level and grow your followers, and George, I know we've talked about this before, but going live on another person's podcast. So someone else's podcast, if they have strong viewership, if they align with what you do, see, our benefit here is we're not niche focused. So we're not focused on one thing. But we do mainly, I would say, talk personal development here. So you go on a personal development podcast, promote your brand, boom.
Right.
And then you can talk about our experience here. There's also a thing called a podcast tour. I don't know if you ever heard of that, where you spend like 2 weeks going on different podcasts to talk about your content, but it leads to monetization. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Shout out. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys with the comments. This is actually a good topic tonight. Gambo, can you hear us? Let's see if we can get the connection.
Yes, sir. Back in the bill.
All right. That's what I like to hear. Yo, George, you there too?
Yeah, I'm there, bro. Just got stuck for a second.
All good, man. So what? I know blogging is something that was kind of important to you, man. I know you used to blog. Do you still do blogs and stuff like that, George? That was something I kind of wanted to talk about, because I know a little bit about blogging, but I've never actually really had a blog myself.
Yeah, bro. I still blog a little when I can, but I've been mostly focusing on this stuff right now. And like I was telling Kian when I was telling you the other day, that I like to see different blogs to see what's been going on, because there's ways to do things. Like there's features where you're telling a story, they're showing pictures, they're going through like events or what happened, telling a story of like whatever, some rap stuff, something about, what's going on in the streets, in the entertainment world, in the world, news. So they'll tell, different bloggers, whether they're about hip hop or about sports, about something else, they'll talk about it and they'll give examples. They're using a lot of like different software. You know what I mean? I'll just say software. Basically.
Okay. And then obviously we stream on YouTube regularly now. We do this podcast on YouTube, so it's something that kind of went to it. I'm not sure what everybody else's tips. So we got a decent amount of people watching right now. Guys, drop your tips below. What are you guys' thoughts on monetization, blogging, streaming with YouTube? And do anybody out there who's watching have a YouTube channel that they have actually streamed on or utilized promote? Because the monetization topic is very interesting to me.
Man.
Once you can kind of get monetization, then once you can get to a monetization level, everything kind of changes, right? With how you conduct yourself on a podcast and stuff like that, because the rules change, right? Like it's while it's good, the rules kind of change because you have to cater to YouTube, because you can get demonetized for a lot of different reasons, right? Where it's like in a way, it's a positive, right? I mean, incoming money is always a positive, no matter what. And when you get to a point where you can have people drop donations, and it's great too. Like, you know what I mean? Like live stream and they drop donations once you build a strong enough following.
Right. Just check on Kiamo. Kiamo, you there, right? Can you hear us, bro? Can you hear us?
Just want to make sure he's good for when I bounce off. You know what I mean? At 8, I mean not 8-7. Just want to make sure that
Yeah.
Bill put the comment, "Wow, Marius, you're old," because Marius was talking about no annoying ads.
Yeah, he gave up his age a little bit. Marius probably as young as Bill, but maybe younger than Bill, but definitely.
Nah, we're all the same age. We're all the same age. This is the joke.
Yeah,
but
yeah, we have some issues with our guest, unfortunately. Some small issues. He keeps on coming in and out.
Yeah.
But what if he comes in and doesn't use a camera? Could he do that maybe?
Yeah, it'll probably not slow things down as much too. He doesn't need a camera. Realistically, I mean, you guys can kind of see what our boy Piambo kind of looks like on the other end there. He doesn't really need to use a camera. What I would text him is just try to get to a location where he's got strong Wi-Fi, whether it's like a Dunkin' Donuts or something, something that's close, where he can connect to a Wi-Fi connection. Because I think that because he's on the move and in the car, it's probably causing a little bit of an issue. But I'll let George handle that, guys. So, what are you guys' thoughts on I've really never had the closest thing I've ever had to blog, and it wasn't YouTube related though. I don't know if you guys remember back in the early OG ages of social media, there was a website called Xanga. It was Xanga, and it was like a personal blog. It was before MySpace. It was right before MySpace, and that was the closest thing I had to a blog, and that was when I was like 11, 12 years old. So a YouTuber I follow, he started out with doing personal blogs, and he was making money from them back in the OG ages of like 2009, 2010, 2008, when he was working as a software engineer. And, blogging's always been something that's kind of been intriguing to me. I've never personally really had one. I don't count when I was on Xanga because I was a kid. You know what I mean? It wasn't a professional blog in any way, but streaming on YouTube, streaming has always interested me. I know in terms of man, have you ever seen people that have those channels and you can like fly a drone and get really like the lifestyle channels where you can where people fly a drone above the city, and they invest in really, really top notch equipment. Some of the YouTubers I follow, Alex Costa, Teaching Men's Fashion, who's Jose Zuniga, How to Beast with David De Las Morenas. A lot of those channels are lifestyle content pages, especially How to Beast, David De Las Morenas. It's a very lifestyle page. He uses a drone to get a lot of shots. It's really inspired me with the YouTube game. See, we don't have a YouTube channel like that. We're more podcast focused. But man, it's always a drone is a hefty investment with about a few grand to invest in a drone. But you know what? I always thought that could be a kind of when we get to a level where our followers are grown to a certain level, to get
drones be helpful. Yeah, drones are helpful
to get some good content to post on the pages, the social media pages and all the things like that. But man, when it comes to streaming, it's I don't know. It's just it's interesting, like where the landscape has definitely changed. I'm sure you can see it over the last 15 years in our experiences with YouTube. Things have definitely changed.
Well, that's the whole thing, bro. YouTube has changed a lot, but I was thinking in the last 15 years, as overall change, but also in the last more like 17 years to be at this point. But in the last in the last 5 years, it's changed a whole lot. But also in the last about 9-10 years, since 2012 and post 2012 and up, kind of like just the landscape changed a lot. Where the importance of YouTube, and it's the role, it's like it's the main source of news. You can find everything. You could before too, but it was like videos and all that. It went from like being an app and a social media app or some kind of like media application app, website, of course, that had, different stuff, videos. Now you can see, there's stories, there's old videos are being reposted. You can do a channel. I'm not sure the channel, if you study YouTube, I haven't really studied YouTube like that, but I'm not sure the channel really had like there was channels in the beginning. Now you can kind of just make a channel. All you gotta do is have a Google account, and you can make one on YouTube too, through your email, to your Gmail and all that. But it was a little different initially, you know what I'm saying? Of course, with Google Plus and all that, it's another thing. Google's another one now. People use Google for their, business accolades. It's a way to reach people. You can do via email, which is, of course, Gmail and Google and all that. You have a Google Plus account. You can set up calendars, which we talked about because, again, on the lifestyle, how to be productive type of lifestyle industry, and in that kind of field, that's very important, very essential. I'm sure Kiam would agree with that too, and unfortunately he's not here anymore. I think he's having some issues. I did text him though, but we can always bring him back for today. But I mean, again, we can maybe even do like a part 2 to this. But basically, yeah, a lot of changes happen, bro. A lot of changes happen. I did a project on this, but it wasn't so much on YouTube. It was more on Facebook. How the change of Facebook in the last like few years, and then that was like in 2014. I think it was like 2015. I want to say it was like the spring. Might have been 2014, 2015. It's funny because Mary's had just graduated that year. Then I stayed in the fall, but I ended up graduating the next year, the next spring, because I was on graduate fall of 2015 and walk in spring, but I just ended up doing 2 more classes, and one of them was social media, like a minor that I was doing at the time. But just a course I was taking because I was pretty much essentially done college. I need like 1 more credit or 2. So, I mean, it's a class that I needed, but didn't really need, but I could have used, and it would have been good for my major. And it just happened to be that one, and I took it. And yeah, I did Scholars Week as well twice in 2014, 2015, bro. I did well both times. And one of the projects I did was the evolution of social media and how everything's changed, and how it's much different now.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. I kind of wish I kind of took a course like that at Temple when I was there. But you know what though? You don't really even realistically, you don't need to pay a college course to take that. You can find these things at all different. You could find it online.
There you are.
What's up, Yambo?
Yo, I had to fucking move.
Yeah. Just in time, man. The connection got right, man. Because I gotta bounce it. Unfortunately, a couple minutes, but yeah.
Yo, that shit was acting like a damn Kraft mac and cheese, like.
For real, it was just too much. It was kicking you out because the connection was bad, bro. But I'm glad we got a bit.
That shit felt like a fucking spiritual battle.
Yeah, for real. Your connection was not having it, man.
Bro, not having it. My connection was acting like a crackhead.
Crackhead zone. We gotta move on. Get some Wi-Fi, man. Buddy, good to see you, bro. Yeah, man.
I had to move in the back of the house.
Ooh.
Makes sense.
Man.
Let me see. We got some comments coming in.
People are chiming in. Definitely, they don't check in there. We got Mary.
So this is I think it's Andrew Hernandez. You know him?
Yeah, it's my homie.
Okay.
Andrew.
Hey, your boy Andrew.
I gotta call you, Andrew. I gotta call you. Talk behind the scenes, man. So, guys, real quick now, just take the time to redo a few things. If you missed it, we have my boy Kiambu here, King K 22. And of course, you got connection, but we got him back. We'll be talking about YouTube and how it's changed, bro, and our first memories of YouTube, like when we seen it like way back in the day, and how throughout time it changed. And in the last 10 years, communications, mediums, everything is different. Like blogs on YouTube, magazines could be online. Of course, IG and even TikTok has fucking changed everything. But IG, it's like old school pictures of classic stuff from hip hop from the streets that you can find on YouTube or on IG. Like there's pages specifically for archives. Remember Kiambu, the Ruckers, the what do you call it? The basketball tournament in New York used to do it in the Bronx or in Harlem in a park.
You talking about the EBC?
Yeah.
Yo.
And the Ruckers tournament. Fat Joe versus Jay-Z, bro. They're the team. Fat Joe's team versus Jay-Z team. They'll play ball against each other. The Ruckers.
You talking about like the you had Bone Crusher? I mean not Bone
Crusher.
Bone Crusher.
Yep. And Cameron was in that zone too. They had a couple of New York rappers in that. That was back in the day.
Yo.
Right. That was before YouTube. It was like right before
YouTube. It's come on like ESPN.
Yep.
Yo, George, I hate to cut you off, man, but I unfortunately do have to bounce out. It's unfortunate that I wasn't really able to, talk more with you, Kiambo, but George and Kiambo, I would definitely like to talk with you guys behind the scenes and definitely catch up more.
No problem.
But I unfortunately got to handle some business, so I got to bounce out. But, these guys will keep the show going. These guys are 2 OGs right here, so I know you guys will keep it running.
For sure.
All right, man. Take care, guys.
All right, Steve. We'll see you later, bro, for the next episode. All right, brother. Good to have you. All right, so just me and Kiambo now. Me and my man's here. What's up, bro? We're back, man. There we go. If you have any kind of trouble, let me know as far as the connection. But it looks like we're doing good, bro. We're doing good. So, yeah, man. Like, it's crazy, though. You know what I mean? Everything's changed now. You can actually make money on YouTube and monetize. Like, you got to make some moves with this stuff because the whole world's got a piece of it. All right, let's just keep going. All right, fuck it. Getting some locked in issues here on the locked in podcast. You there, Kiambu? No, he's not there. I can see the picture though. Anyway, we'll talk. So, a couple other things I want to mention here. Let's see. Right. So, some of the top blogs out there right now. There's a lot of subscription guys, and there's a lot of channels that are very interesting, and you know, they're out there for us to kind of check them out. I got some written down, and I'll probably put some on the link, or I'll probably just put some on the page on IG. But a couple of the ones that me and Kiambo and even Steve was talking about. So it's the Fresh and Fit podcast. The Kevin Samuels show, it's a good one. I do watch, although it's a totally different type of. I mean, it's a little different than the regular like street blogs. It's more obviously about together to dating, guys that make good money. Kevin Samuels himself, he's a respectful, respected and kind of like a all timer. Gene constantly just as sharp and all that. And he helps guys with the all abundance mindset and kind of like to keep expectations right and to help women and men, as far as dating goes. Another one that we got here is all right, that's right, my man Hassan Campbell, Pappy. Hassan Campbell, he's a fucking man. He's hilarious though. He always says, "Shorty went outside and he got his snap box rock." Bah! Hassan is the man though. I mean, I do like Hassan's content, and I've actually reached out to him before. We have spoken one time on YouTube, not YouTube, IG. So shout out to Hassan Campbell, another one of my guys that I really enjoy watching. I do like his content, and I get some inspiration from. Another good one is Queen's Flip, the homie Queen's Flip. So shout out to Queen's Flip. Salute to him. And of course, Miss Jones, the one and only lovely Miss Jones. Hang on a second, guys. Hang on a second. Let me see something. I'll see if I can get this guy here one more time. If not, it's all good. I'll do it again. Yeah, so now everything has been changed where everybody's kind of like, yo, there you are. Damn, he keeps kicking you out, bro. I mean,
Bro, that shit that joint like Duck Duck Goose or something.
Yeah, yo, just talking about some of our favorite blogs, bro. What are some of your favorite blogs, bro? Because I mean, I got a lot of them. I was talking about Hassan Campbell, about Queen's Flip. Queen's Flip, right?
Yo, you talking about? He be like, "Let me get a hug."
Yeah. That he had Nori on the joint, and he had like he goes the videos with Jim Jones. Yep. He had Benzino on that shit. Queen's Flip. He's from Queens, obviously. He's cool with 50 Cent of those guys. Yeah, Queen's Flip is good. I like Queen's Flip. I actually spoke to him one time, and Hassan. I told you, Kiambu, Hassan Campbell was watching my videos for a while. He actually would see my videos, like my IG videos. So funny thing is, he's seen a video of mine that one of my OGs gave me like a special knife, like almost like a machete, really old school, right? And this guy is actually from Bronx River, and he actually knows Hassan Campbell. When I show him pictures, like, yo, I know this guy. He's like, I first seen him back in 1994. He was young, hanging out with the Zulu Nation and shit. I was like, yo, like he knew him from like he had met him, I seen him, I guess, and then later on he got involved with the Zulu Nation. But yeah, Hassan is a good one. I like Hassan. So salute to Hassan. He always says, you'll get your snot box rocked. He be saying some of that shit, man. But yeah. So the monetization, man, it can take some time. It can take a few up to a few months. It could take some time with as far as like the content you have and the viewer. It's all about viewership, but it's how many views you could get and how much you could generate. All right. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm getting some issues and all that. Oh, good to go. So another thing that we got to discuss as far as the monetization and all that is it's when is the content good enough for them to really like it. They it's all about kind of like how your numbers are and what you're putting out there. If you put in repetitive videos, you might not be the the best content. But if you're putting videos that no one has done, if you do a little different, then you have some you'll have some luck and you'll probably get check more numbers and more people to watch. It's all about viewers. Look at some emails. My man E said, "What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Like the show." Unfortunately, we have some issues here with Kiambo. He keeps on freezing. There we go. We're gonna put him right back.
Yeah, like what the hell is the snapback?
Right. He always says that, right? That's what Son Campbell talks about, the snot box. Yeah. It's it's a way of talking, man. It's that Queens shit, you know. He's from Queens. That's how they talk in Queens. Get your snapback rock. But I mean, they got very good content, and I like the fact that a lot of them speak to the youth, and they can bring some good perspective. I mean, Hassan has been in that kind of life. Queens Flip Hassan. I mean, Judge Brown, I believe his name is. Of course, they got Dana with the data. Dana with facts. My man Star from the Star Bakwal show. Miss Jones. I mean, Davis Los Morenos. The whole uh, YouTube show, YouTube Streets. I mean, even like Young Pharaoh and all that. The whole scene has become very much like a competition now. So everybody wants to eat, but not everybody, has the means for it. There you go. Try it again. But as we know, guys, if you are just tuning in, we are having some small issues. Yo, it's been a while. Finally tune in. I'm not sure what this is, but what's up, man? Good to have you. Yo. Yeah, we have a bad connection, but we can't really hear you, unfortunately.
How many views you got to get?
Okay. You'll come back in. Again, we're having some trouble with my man Kiambo. Keeps on coming and going. What's today's subject? Oh, been finally. Yo, been a while, finally tuned in. Good to have you. Good to have you. Today's subject and subtopics are so the subject is YouTube, how YouTube has changed, has influenced the whole social media platform and blogs, and also ways to get monetized. And then part of it is our favorite YouTubers, what I've been influenced by, and some of the changes that we've seen, and also some of our favorite earliest memories. Hope to get Kian, but we don't want to call him, but I have to. One second. Yeah, so also another subtopic is basically what are some ways that you guys are trying to improve your living when it comes to like getting things done, any productive days. Do you set up a calendar? Do you set up an alarm? A lot of people get up in the morning, set up alarm. A lot of people also snooze the alarm and then sleep longer. So in other words, are you finding the right time to get everything done and still get some rest, or is it just kind of like you having a very long day and you're getting very tired? That is part of the subtopic. Let's bring him in. What up, my guys? Please work. Yo.
You back?
You back, bro? I hope you can stay there, man, because the connection's terrible, man.
I believe it's gonna be fixed this time.
I hope so, bro. Yeah, man. What I was gonna say, we're just talking about like some of our favorite stuff and ways that we've seen. Have you seen some of the differences and how people are using YouTube now? It's all these blogs, right?
Right.
It's just different these days. Like back in the day, it was a little different, but the videos now they're paying for time to have a channel, or they're paying for airtime. There's always like commercials, and the videos are getting longer. The views are getting bigger.
But I liked it better when it was like it wasn't too much access to YouTube at the time.
Yeah, you're right. It's the YouTube streets is where it's at, bro. People are making money from the YouTube streets.
Right. It's
Like,
kind of like overpopulated.
true, bro. Because everybody got a voice now, and there's a lot of beef in the subconscious community. So if we really want to go there, we could take it there. I just mentioned a couple names. I mentioned a lot of beans. People maybe don't want to talk about it. Maybe don't talk about it. It's not my job to put anybody's business out there. It's my job to explain what's going on, what people see on TMZ, on YouTube, on Shade Room. Shade Room is a joke, by the way. I hate, Clubhouse is terrible. It's nothing but agents. It's a filthy app, and Shade Room is not great either. But that's where shade and that's where gossip lives. We don't gossip. We just kind of try to bring you guys up to speed and give you perspective. We are podcasters. We are bloggers. I mean, that's what we do now. So, and you understand these things anyway. So,
Yo, the shade
right,
is shady.
it definitely is, bro. All these blogs and again channels of news content, like for example, like Black TV. I know a lot of guys, and with all due respect to Black TV, that don't like Vlad or Black TV. That think is bullshit, and there's a lot of feds, and a lot of weird, silly questions, suspicious questions.
Shit,
What does he ask, guys?
I think I think Vlad cool as shit.
I think it's cool shit too, but what does he ask, guys? All these questions, but yes, guys, some very weird questions, bro. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm skeptical of Vlad, but I can't say I'm a fan of Vlad, but I do appreciate his work and what he's brought to the table, the body of work. I mean, he does have good interviews. He brings in a lot of stories. A lot of things start because of these blogs now, because people are exposing different truths. It's different now, right? Kiambu is a different interview style. It's not like interviews now. Now it's like podcasts, blogs, interviews on YouTube. Everything lives on YouTube, but it's a streaming service too. It's not a social media; it's a streaming service. It's a little different. Something that we should get into. You know what I mean? If we want to talk about bigger podcasts and bigger platforms. So now, are you having some trouble with the camera, Kiambu? Right? So you just have the mic.
I blame the people that answer his questions wrong.
Right. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. At the end of the day, bro, I mean, no one, even if he asks you like provocative setup questions, it's just about you, how you answer the question. He might answer your question. I'm sorry, he might give you a question. He might not be setting you up, but you might think wrong and think the wrong way, and then you make yourself look weak and like a sucker. Or he might try to set you up and play you out and sucker you in a little bit, and then you might answer the question like a sucker. You know what I mean? It all depends on the rapper,
the mic,
the guest, right? How they answer the question. You know what I mean? Like on Vlad TV, it's talking about AR rap. He got caught up because he spilled too much beans. But
you hear me?
I mean, I can hear you. I can hear you. I was saying that's how AR rap got caught up on Vlad TV, unfortunately. You there? Okay. Yeah, there's some issues again, but we'll be okay. Yeah, guys. Yep, for sure. It's it's a different type of dynamic now. You know what I mean? It's like people could do stuff online, break information, break bread. They can have somebody call in and break down what's going on. I mean, I know people are watching like what's going on in the news, what's going on in the entertainment world. There's more important news than just what's going on in YouTube and in the entertainment world. But you know, there's also like distractions going on, like the whole, the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard situation, the defamation, lawsuit. There's, of course, the thing that happened with Dave Chappelle now. He got attacked on stage. Was that staged? No, I don't see it that being that way. People are talking about it though. They're saying a few things here and there. So I wish I can, but yeah, unfortunately got caught up again. Let me see. But yeah, so the YouTube streets. I mean, unfortunately, again, it's a lot of drama. If people come together and work for real, they can make some money and really be about business. So it takes time. It takes time. I'm seeing that finally a lot of bloggers are getting together, but I really got to question their motives. I don't see why WEC 100 will be cool with Takashi 69 or these other guys like academics or Star or whatever or Carcino. Carcino's another good one. Carcino does that show. He's got a channel on YouTube. He's got a couple shows. He's some kind of blogger. He just does documentaries. He talks. Yeah, he does a lot of stuff. He talks about behind the scenes. He talks about events. But Carcino doesn't know everything's going on, though. I mean, I give him a lot of props for what he does, but Carcino always gets something. Interviews that he's gotten, they're either from old magazines or online or old articles or some kind of archive. I mean, he's good at it, again, the research he does, but the stories have holes. And when he talks and when he tells a story, whatever. For example, the alleged beef between Nas and Biggie, if they even had a beef. The beef between Jay-Z and Nas, how it started. When such and such slept with this guy's girlfriend and he got mad. Quincy Jones Jr., you know, blacklistings of the industry, goons of the industry, even. Yeah, let's talk about that. The goons of the industry. That's a good one. That's a very, very good one. Of course, these are many channels and again channels you can subscribe to, pages, shows on YouTube, or daily videos. People put good content videos of what happens, like of everything from stories that happen in the industry, the movie industry, workplace, what happens in real life, some of alleged situations, and of course some vlogs. I mean, there's anything on YouTube, any interest you have, you can find on YouTube, which makes it such a great platform. But so does Facebook now. Facebook has all your interest and they know exactly how to set you up. The algorithm does it where up and down on top of each other, there's all kinds of videos. There's screens, you click on each of them and you take somewhere else. There's always a link or a video. They know what you like, but don't forget that the guys that started Facebook and IG and Instagram, Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, those guys were smart. I mean, it was like a fraternity meeting or something like that. These guys were, I mean, to say they're agents, I mean, they work for, again, you have Google, Twitter, you have all these accounts, all these social media platforms. They're all, they're companies, they're worth millions and all that. And people are, whoever owns them, I mean, these guys know what they're doing. They got the workers, they know exactly how to entice you. That's what they do. They really attract you with something you might see online. You online looking at your friends' pictures and all that, all kinds of sponsors, all kinds of things, pop-ups, like this one right here. But yeah, so they got a way to control you, but also now with YouTube being an actual way to be like more successful, so to speak, in your blog career, actually putting good videos and actually having a lot of viewers and subscriptions, people to watch you, a big following. That's where that money's at. It's consistency mixed with a little bit of preparation and you kind of coming around and getting around to things, getting things done, getting your page up, getting videos and sharing it. Everybody should share, subscribe, and you know, reshare or comment on the video or like even. Same here, we always say at the beginning, I don't think Steve mentioned it, but we always want to, make sure that we share, you have you guys subscribe, hit the notification, hit that bell, sound bell, so you be notified when we put out content. We got to where when we go online live, it does actually ring, especially on YouTube, but mostly Facebook, but YouTube. And yeah, there's ways on IG. Yeah, we've spoke about it. We're trying to get it to go that way, to be live on IG. It's a little different, but of course, we'll get to that as well. I want to address a few questions here. Somebody asked me a question. They said, "What's going on with you guys' website?" And I love the content. And it just says user unanimous. Okay, I don't have a name for this guy. Thank you so much for, you know, sending us, some emails here. I'm checking my the Google email because some people actually email me, and also I got the comments, of course, which are right here, like such as these right here. So yo, been a while. We finally tuned in. Let's see the subjects right here. So we got a few things. But yeah, the website is gonna be good to go soon, and the main thing is to get on the Apple Podcast because once you can do that, everything's gonna be good. It should be good to go once we get Apple Podcasts. So that's the key component. That's what we got to do right now, which we haven't done yet. It's all about locking a few things in place and trying to get the studio popping and going. Do that on camera for a second. Now, let's see. I'm not sure if Kian will be coming back. Unfortunately, as we saw, he had a lot of issues with the Wi-Fi, bad reception, bad connection. So I'm not sure. Possibly he's a YouTube. Maybe he's a computer. We can just go back to YouTube. But he's on the room. We're having issues with him. He's connecting and disconnecting. We'll get him. We'll get him back, and he'll probably come on the show again. He might become a regular here because he actually is one of the guys that wants to help us and be down with the whole team and with the whole Lockdown podcast. He's one of our guys, one part of the team. So, and again, guys, blogs and websites and all that. It's a great thing, and we're seeing the evolution and how YouTube changed it, but just not YouTube. YouTube was one of the main ones. Every blog there was digital media, digital blogging, everything. From vlogs to blogs to podcasts to broadcasting. This is a podcast we're doing, but there's broadcasting too. We're broadcasting, we're doing a streaming. You catch a rebroadcast later on. That's a popular part. It's almost like a real time, almost like a radio show of sorts. And not just a recording. Although you can do recordings and of course put it out later like we used to do when we first started. Uh, Back into place. Now, also, there is a couple podcasts that I want to go to, and a couple of friends of mine that got podcasts going on. And a guy at my job, actually, one of my jobs, he's got a podcast. I forgot the name of it. I can't find that. Let me see if I can find it, but it's a good podcast. He actually, it's funny because he interviews strippers and porn stars. Interesting, huh? He interviews, you know, a whole different scene, and it's a different type of a podcast, but like every other podcast, it's worth a listen. And if you support us, we'll support you. Try to get this guy on the podcast, and possibly, he'll bring us on his show. It's a guy named Rob, but I don't know his name of his podcast. I want to check it out real quick, and I could actually, maybe I could put it here, so I can put it here. And got a second. Yeah, it's about 7:23. I got a few minutes. Probably won't go too long, but I'll go for a little bit. Yeah, so yeah, my boy Steve Reynolds, he does a good podcast I want to check out, and also another friend of mine, Steve, does a podcast too. He does a podcast more about like sports stuff and sports in Philly and a couple things like that, which is kind of what we do, but not exactly. As we always say, me and Steve do something very similar. I mean, we do sports news, entertainment, personal development, and lifestyle, and being fit and in shape. To talk about getting to like dating and the social scene, what kids are doing these days, where life is at, and all the above. And well, all activities. The bottom line is we can get monetized to do this. We can make money doing what we like. So that's the whole point of doing this. 1 second. Let me see. No, I can't find this. It's called. Let me see. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it's called. Okay, Robert Velvis, the Rob V Show. That's right. That's what it's called. The Rob V Show. Check that one out, guys, for sure. Actually, let me write it here on the community section here. The Rob V Show. Good podcast. Well, it's a fun one. I don't know. I mean, it depends. Some people might not find it to be good, or most people might find it interesting, but a lot of people might not really, see it or something. They might not really like it. So. I have to sneeze for a second, but yeah. So the Rob V Show. Again, they basically chill, have a little party, smoke weed. He has friends over, girls, cute girls in the industry. I mean, strippers and porn stars, bartenders, stuff like that. Shot with club girls, models, entertainment girls, and they smoke weed, they chill, they do some drugs. They do what they gotta do. I mean, it's just for the fun of things. I just want to see the podcast. I actually have seen 2 episodes so far, and I met this guy a couple days ago. He was, in one of the spots that we were talking. We did some networking. I got his card. I got one of my business cards and start from there. Guys, I'm also looking for somebody to get a new banner. That is something I'm looking for. And me and Steve are also doing some work with the credit stuff to fix credit and all that. So definitely check that out. I know Steve has talked about it countless times. I've mentioned it too. There's a lot of things we got to do right now. I keep saying that, but I mean, if we only had time, there's only 24 hours in a day and a couple hundred hours in a week. We got to really take advantage and get things done now and safely. And then as you can do things, just keep going. I got to apply for another credit card, possibly. I'm not thinking about it too much. My credit could be a little better, but so can everybody's, So we definitely can offer you guys a little help. The other classes being offered and all that, of course. I mean, I'm no expert in this kind of matter at all. I just know a thing or two, but I know the Skillshare, of course. Like when we talk about Skillshare, the site, he's got a little a section that actually has a few things you can check out to help. So you can help. Okay. Here's the. It says Steve Oshley, but obviously I wrote it. The Rob V Show, good podcast. Okay. Another good podcast, of course, that I always talk about on YouTube. It's of course which is the Godcast, which is the gods, Lord Jamar, Brand Nubian. hip hop pioneer and legend. Him and Godfrey and Archie Banks, Archie Sticks. That's his name. Archie Banks, another guy. They got a good podcast going on. It's a hell of a podcast. I'm not gonna lie. With the Raw Digger as well of Flipmo Squad. Excuse me. That's another one I follow. When I follow this podcast, I really get put onto information, and they're very good for me to watch. I might not really, you know, like all of them, like where I want to watch the whole thing, but most of them I do watch them from beginning to end. Now, sometimes I might cut it short for whatever reason, but I try to follow, be as informed as I am and up to speed. The key thing is to be up to speed. If you're not up to speed, you're a little behind. I mean, it is what it is. But I wasn't always a guy that's up to speed, but information news travels fast. And again, with YouTube being so quick now, Facebook and this blog thing and updates happening so quick, it's not hard to be up to speed if you have the right, let's just say the right connection or the right person to call in to help you. You don't need a team. The research. Today is not a research show; it's a regular show. He goes Kiamo again, but we'll see where we can take it with it. You're back.
Yeah, I try to be back, man. I wish to stay on the live podcast.
Yeah, it's hard. I know, bro. I know. It's just keeps kicking you out, man. At least you're back. So I was just kind of spitting some game on blogs and stuff we're talking about so far. And I'll send a new banner and I'll give somebody's show a shout out. The Rob V Show, good podcast. That's how basically I said that right now. I think I know this is right here. Let me see. I know, bro. It's very hard, but you're probably just in a very bad connection wise land. But don't worry about it. Like even so, we'll definitely bring you back. But I mean, we're still doing what we gotta do, man. My fabulous homeless life.
You gotta make it work.
You gotta do it, big dog. You know we do, man. Good to have you, though, bro. Yo, man, I never heard from you. I was asking you, what are your favorite podcasts and blogs or talk shows on YouTube? I know you like Hassan Campbell's, John. Who else?
Yo, I like Hassan Campbell's. I like Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan's shit.
Yeah, I like Tyson for sure. I like Gillies and Wallows.
Gilly and Wallow's good. That's for the culture. I fuck with Gilly and Wallow heavy. Yo, they're gonna be at the Roots picnic doing it there live at the place, bro. I'm trying to go to Roots picnic, bro, but it's gonna be hard this year, man. I don't got the food truck anymore with the that connection. I mean, because they're not going. I was going to the food truck. Remember Mo came to Main America? We're trying to do Main America, Coachella, and the Roots picnic, big dog.
Wait, you went to the Made in America?
Fuck yeah, nigga. I was there with Mo and everybody. We was all out there, bro. We had a good time.
Man, you lit for that.
Yeah. I wish you could have came, but there was right before I met you. Like the year I met you, it's the last time I went there. I took Mo twice in a row. 2017, 2018. I was there for 4 years.
I think that's when that was the one that was like the most littest.
Yeah, I would say 2017 was the most littest. 2018, 2016 was lit. 2015, 2019 was I didn't really go like that. I only went for a little bit, but I worked 2015 to 2018. So 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 4 years I did it, bro, in a food truck, chill there, do my thing, be out. And I did the Roots picnic 3 years ago, 2019, right before COVID. It was tough. Hey here. Okay, I think it's Kim. Yeah, definitely. What's up, Kim? I knew it was you. Thanks for watching. How you doing? You came in a little late, Kim, but it's all good because we have
Yo, what's up, viewers?
Yeah, we got my man Kiambu here. We're talking about YouTube and the way it be monetized, and we're just talking about some of our favorite podcasts, as well as everything, including the politics and everything with the culture that comes within YouTube. YouTube now is part of the culture. Would you say so, Kiambu? Like, YouTube Streets is where it's at, bro. You had the streets back in the day, the magazines, the DVDs, the series and all that. Now you have YouTube, you have your phone, you have this. So you need now. And TV, of course. Some people, bro, don't watch, they don't watch TV or television. They watch the computer. They watch the internet.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm one of them.
I know. I feel you, though. Same here. I mean, it's just that my attention span doesn't do it for movies no more. I got to really watch a good movie or a good TV show, and I'm just kind of very, unfocused because I'm so busy, though. But if I have time and I'm here all day, all night, yeah, I'll watch a movie. So I was just watching, I watched some Kung Fu flick the other day, bro. Then I was watching, Juice came on. They had Juice on Pluto TV, on live TV. I was watching my shit Juice, bro. Watching that shit. So yeah,
It's like the first couple episodes of the new series is like the best, and then once as it continues, it's like get boring.
yeah. Well, that's the whole thing, bro. I mean, again, we're talking about like different YouTube stuff, and programs. It's cool to watch like stuff that's going on YouTube, which is videos and stuff around the world. But all good to watch a movie or show, especially if we're talking about like Power or BMF or some of these other shows. Like I know 50 got that show, Murder Was a Case, and there's a couple new shows coming out. I mean, of course, I mean Vikings is a very good show, and there's plenty of shows out there. Let's put it that way. So we're watching shows and we're watching TV and YouTube. Now you influence what you watch, but watching some good stuff because Hassan Campbell, shout out to Pappy, Hassan Campbell, the guy from the street dude that talks cash and spits the knowledge and the truth from Bronx River, a very tough place. And again, he comes from the street and the gang culture, but he chose to disengage in it to kind of tell the youth, what they need to hear. Tell the youth the truth. Not
The only thing I don't like about him.
Go ahead.
The only thing I don't like about him is he too like excessive with trying to expose the industry. Like dude, like fall back, damn.
That's it, dog. Speak on it. Come on, God, speak on it, dog. He be with the 5%ers, bro. He be out there, he be filming, and dudes are like, what the fuck you want? And get an argument. Hassan is my guy, but sometimes, man, you gotta be careful because I mean, he comes from the Bronx River. That's real dangerous. That's one of the worst places in New York City. I mean, you got Philly and all that, but Hassan a real one. But expose the industry sometimes. You gotta make friends too, man. You cannot just be against all the rappers because they might be good guys, but they're doing some fuckery, which is the industry, all that occult shit they do. But Styles P is the only one that could actually confirm, go back at him. See?
Yo, that's my favorite rapper.
Of course, Styles P is one of my favorite rappers. But he said, what's going on with you, dog? He called Hassan out. Hassan called him out again. He said, your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Go tell them that. Shorty don't got a job now. He got his snapbox rock. Bow! Like, it's just, Hassan be knowing some shit, man, but.
Yo, what the hell is a snot box?
It just means your TV he says he had his clock clean, his TV turned off. It means he had his head blown off or something like that. That's just what he means by that.
Yo, who the dude he was arguing with the NBA player?
Kwame Brown.
Yeah,
Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown's about to get his snot box rock.
Kwame Brown went at it with somebody. I forgot who exactly, but and then there's the other guy, the one black dude that got big ass eyes. He's really annoying and ugly, and all he does is expose Hassan Campbell. Like, dog, what else are you doing, bro? Come on. You exposing Hassan for being a fraud because he's arguing with Sayonara. We're not going to get to Brother Polite, but he's arguing with Kwame. But all you're doing is trying to tear another guy down. Like, come on, dog.
It was like he was like clout chasing.
That's what they're saying. I don't think Hassan was clout chasing. He probably just got caught up in some topics. He probably made some mistakes. He did make some mistakes. He admitted that, but Joe Rogan is different.
He is a clout chaser.
You think he's a clout chaser? You're saying?
Yeah.
I can see that. I mean,
I like him though, cause like he speak the truth, but sometimes he be bullshitting.
You know it, bro. You know it. He, like everybody else, is human, and you can't go by everything he says because it's okay to disagree with somebody. Be like, I agree with you, but not up to this point. Like Joe Rogan. I love Joe Rogan, but don't act like everything he says is the right and there's no mistakes. Plenty of things. There's a lot of inconsistencies. There's a lot of mistakes. There's a lot of things that I know he's saying it. Hassan, just like Joe Rogan, is very opinionated. Oh, yeah. They're both opinionated.
Yo, like what makes Joe Rogan is the fact like his hair look like an egg or some type of peanut.
Right. Egghead. Yeah, egghead, right?
Yeah, it's like they're doing like a shiny bulb or something.
She's hilarious. Fucking Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's cool, but I mean, sometimes, I don't know. Joe Rogan, he's got his own little fantasy world he lives in sometimes, and he's, little ideas. I mean, he's right about things, but he says things and gets called out later. Then it later says, "Oh, I said that. That wasn't right. I probably mistook that." In the moment, gets caught trying to say all the righteous things and sound cool, and he says some stuff that wasn't really accurate. That was, and it wasn't just him. It was the doctor talked about COVID in the show that people said that there was mistakes. and it was misinformation. But Joe has made some mistakes. So he's been caught in the past. I mean, that's why he has Jamie to check his stuff. Jamie, check this on Google. Pull it up. They're doing what they're gonna do, you know. All streaming services. Yep. Thank you, Kim. We got my friend Kim here checking in. My boy Marius, my boy Drew. My friend Lala. Yeah, my girl Kim here commenting. Appreciate you guys' comments. Say it again.
Drew Goody, Uncle Drew.
I didn't really hear you, bro. I'm sorry. A little bit under the connection. You said Drew who?
Drew Goody and Uncle Drew.
Nah, it's another Drew. It's another Drew. It's a guy that I know. I thought you said Drew Gulak. There's a guy named Drew Gulak. He's a pro wrestler. He's actually a guy that I went to school with. I know that guy. I know his brother too. He's in the WWE.
Look, Mountain Drew.
Mountain Drew.
Mountain Drew.
Oh, Mountain Drew. Yeah. Mountain Dew. I could have thought of that one. That was hilarious. Good comparison. Yeah. Mountain Drew. We need some Mountain Drew, bro. Now, yo, real talk. We got it at the Dominican spot, bro. We got to go to the Papi store, bro. The Papi Chino store right there. The one we went with T-Ball. We got to get some steak, man. I love that steak, bro. I mean, shit. Before I go on a diet, I need some steak, yeah. We're going to go to the Dominican spot on 5th and Wyoming, man. My man works across the street.
Yo, I want to eat some big ass fish again and look at the monkey ass.
Just don't get a pig feet or none of that. Yeah, get that big ass fish, man. I need some fucking some chopsteak, man. I need some steak. But yeah, I can't eat pork, but I mean the steak. With a salad. And Dominicans can cook good, bro. I mean, and Puerto Ricans too. But that was a nice mix of food, bro. Because Tito knew exactly what to grab. He grabbed the soup. He took it out to go. I'm like, yep, eating well, bro. We gotta eat healthy. That's the whole point. Eat healthy. You can't preach healthy eating if you eat like shit yourself. I mean, whatever though. Yeah, we'll be
the best part about when we was out there is we had the Untitled Chapter, and I had a big ass fish, and I saw that big ass booty walking around.
The lady with the big booty. I didn't talk about.
Yeah.
The OG lady, right? You're like, yeah, she looked good. Yeah. She was older and all. She was definitely way older, but she kind of looked good though.
Yeah, her booty was moving left, right every time she was walking.
We're going back again, though. We gotta go back again, man. You scheming already. Look at you. Yo, I wish you could have came in yesterday, bro, but I ended up taking, two Jones home yesterday. This one chick talking about she had to go somewhere. Long story short, she went to some nicest hotel. I'm like, yo, is that a hotel? She like, don't disrespect me. It's an Airbnb. But it was behind the Airbnb. It was another biggest apartment, and she met up with a client, some guy, whatever. I was like, I was like, yo, listen. I said, don't sell yourself. I said, I told her, shut up. I wasn't hating nothing. I said, don't sell your body. You don't know that motherfucker. You don't know for nothing. She's like, yeah, G, I'm not going to call you. I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. I said, I might be asleep, man. If I'm asleep, hey, I ain't answering. But if you're in trouble, call me. I told her, look at the movie Video Girl with Megan Good. Video Girl with Megan Good. It's a good movie, man. It's a very good movie, man. I love Megan Good, but she becomes the video girl in that movie, and then she, gets caught up with a really famous, rich guy, and almost gets caught up, and she has to escape because he almost raped her. So I was like, it's a good movie. So I told the girl that I was like, you better be careful, son, because I said, I want to give you a knife or a spray, a little spray. Some of the girls from the club, bro, they'll meet the customers at the club, do a dance or whatever. Afterwards, they're going to big parties. They go to suites, hotel penthouses. They're chilling, making money. So it's like, they do what they do, bro. Shit, I ain't mad at them, but I'm like, just be careful, because you know what's going on. Motherfuckers gonna want to, give them that powder or just do drugs with them, only to probably take advantage of them. They're trying to have sex with them. It's simple as that, bro. They're trying to fuck the chicks. That's just what they do.
They be in the club and they be in the
Scheming
club
and shit.
twirling.
All that shit.
Twirling and swirling and Uchi everywhere. Uchi outside, Uchi inside.
Yeah, I got the booty everywhere. Coochie inside and outside, bro. That shit wild, bro. Honestly, man, I'm cool everybody there, but there's some people to come there. They really don't spend nothing. And then there's people that just like thirsty for whatever, they get caught out, played out. I just keep it cool. I mean, I'm there just do my job and sort of like protect everybody or help, but I'm connecting people there. And my boys came through yesterday. A couple guys that I'm cool with. This one chick, and then her man came through, see me. I gotta bring him to the podcast, but I only brought you because I spoke to you a couple days ago. So you're like, I can come. But yeah, man, that shit was getting, the club is like, it is what it is, man. It gets nice in there, A lot of the guys from the crew go there. We gotta come through. I wish you could have came because when you came yesterday, the one girl you saw, that's my friend Stella. She, she was there and she speaks French. So I'll be trying to talk French to her, And I got her to talk to some guys from her friends to make some money. You see what I'm saying, bro? I get the girls to make money, and then guess what? They pay me, dog. I'm pimping, but I've been trying to pimp, bro. The girls give me money. Simple as that. I tell them, go give this guy a lap dance. Go to hang out with my man real quick, sit on his lap. They do that shit, bro. Because they know what to do. See, it's not like about playing nobody out or bullshitting or whatever the case, or being trying to mac. It's about making money, and the guys can meet the girls. You might actually be able to network with a girl, and she could be a model. Guess what? Now you need some models for your calendar or whatever for something. Bang! Now you got 2 numbers. See what I'm saying, bro? It's all networking at the end of the day. It's all thinking smart thinking. It's nothing, you're in the best spot, bro. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit happens there, but every club got a lot of what's going on. It's intense. You know what I mean? Like the other night we threw a dude out, bro. We threw him out. I need to talk to the manager. No. Threw his ass out. Oh yeah, we throw guys out, bro. Yeah, I do I still security there, I do barbecue and I help out. I do staff. Like customer service, bro.
Wait, you like
having trouble again, broski. So you're kind of echoing a little. It's just like the voice is freezing, but I'm trying to keep you on a stream here. It's really hard. It's been a very frustrating episode because of this, but all good though. Still, está bien. Did our thing. Can you hear me still? Can you hear me there, big homie? You there, bro? King K, you there? Checking 1 2. Checking 1 2. You there? All right, definitely in some trouble, but again, we gotta continue. He may kind of out. Continue. We got 10 minutes. Yo, rejoin the drum, bro. I'm gonna send you another invite. Just log back in. Log back in, okay? Yo. Nope. Again, very bad connection. Damn it. Oh, fuck it. We having fun with it. Still good. For those that are watching, wondering what's going on, it's my man King K Kiambu, but we're having a very bad connection because I think he's doing it from his phone. So just bear with us a little bit. Yep, he's left the room. He may come back, and we've been chilling. Yeah, guys, it's definitely it's a hustle out there. I mean, we live in an age where everything's a hustle and every job helps. More than one way of income. Use social media to your advantage, use your phone, and just use different things. I mean, definitely look online. I mean, you can get another job. You could probably do some networking. Emails are important. Don't be like me. I don't check my emails enough. I got 3 emails, so I got to check all of them simultaneously, but I check 2 at a time, and then I check my third one, which is through yahoo.com. But I also got Gmail. So if you guys want to set up something, like they obviously use a calendar, but again, check out my boy Steve's check him out as far as his company. Him and my boy Bryce Simmons are doing something with the credit stuff and helping out people get their credit, fix credits and all that. Get like different types of credit cards. Steve could probably explain it a little better, but he does put a lot of links in the description, and he might be on our page. So check out facebook.com The Locked In Podcast. There's 2 groups. The Locked In Podcast, 2 groups. One is private, one is not, because you have to do 2 of them, of course. We also have the _locked_in_ podcast, and it's on IG. That's our IG group. And yeah, we also have the website, which is all on there. If you go to the website on the IG page, everything is in there. So Twitter, IG, like I said, we're everywhere, minus Apple Podcasts. We're on Anchor, we're on Spotify, we're on YouTube, of course, we're on Facebook, IG, Twitter. Let me see somebody got a comment on the page. Oh, somebody said, you guys have any other page like Twitch or TikTok? No. TikTok, I got a TikTok. I don't use it though. I never really use it. But Twitch, we got something I believe on there, but we never really explore with it. But we're a little bit everywhere. So, guys, if you need to do anything, I mean, as far as like promoting something on your own, let us know. We always kind of like try to promote the guys over in the show. I mean, I wish that Kiam could have been. Hopefully, comes back for a shutdown for the night. Hopefully, he could have came in, do some promoting on his own. on his own brand and what he's doing. But we try to do our own thing. Selling cars, trying to get another podcast going on with the homies, and have fun. Live life fun. Get some money. Kiambu, if you're listening, or if you're watching, if you come back on, we gotta go paintballing. Kiambu, we gotta go paintballing. Come on now, boss. We got paintballing. We need the whole squad, the whole team. We got about 50 dudes. It's May, man. My birthday's coming up. Like, come on, we gotta make some progress. I can't get fat here now in May. We gotta stay in shape, And paintballing can do it. Paintballing will leave you out of breath in 5 minutes. It will just leave you like feeling like you're really in war. You're just like strategic moving and all that. So that's where he's at. Paintballing is where he's at. Who got my name in here? Good. Doesn't it say Steve? Says George Metro. Okay, cool. We're all good to go. Yeah, all right. Well, guys, I think it's about that time. I'm actually, unfortunately, going to shut it down. It was a good show. We had a decent amount of, feedback and all that. Steve had to leave a little early because of obvious reasons. He had something to do. He had a lot of appointments. I got work, and it's also just about that time to shut down. My man Kiamu, Bossman, aka King K22, he was on. He's still on somewhere in and out, but he had a very hard time staying in. So the connection essentially kept kicking him out. He kept coming in the room. We got some footage of him though. I mean, he obviously, got a little bit, on him of some audio. Of course, some, issues with the voice and the connection coming in, but things we could fix, for next time. It's probably just him, what he's at. Our connections are good. It's just that we'll have him somewhere in a better place next time, and we'll have more guests as well. Of course, we didn't really have a guest last week, but we had one today, and we'll have another guest hopefully next week. We'll try to keep this thing continuing, as much continuous as possible, consistency, and we'll continue doing a good job. This is a show that never really ends, just cycles, It's been real, guys. Talk about YouTube and platforms and, social media and monetizing things and how people are socializing and engaging on it. And a lot of names are becoming more popular. Everybody got his own little thing going on. So it's really cool. It's really interesting and fascinating to watch. It's a beautiful thing. We will get the number going. We'll make the show more of a show as opposed to just like a podcast. I mean, eventually we'll do like a talk show, but that's all the thing, man. It's the beautiful thing about this that it is. I mean, it's a talk show, so it's not really like the kind of talk show YouTube. It's a YouTube show. It's not like a podcast format, but it's almost like a show in its own. Not quite a talk show because people are not calling in, but we will have people call in. As you can see, the number at the bottom here on the banner. That sounds fun. Yeah, it does. Thank you, Kim. Yep. We pump paintball every time, every year except for 2020. We didn't really, or did we? I think might have went like once, but yeah, 2020 wasn't the best summer, of course, because obviously the shutdown. But 2021 we did in 2019. We were going, man. It used to be fun. Paintballing. We went to my friends went to, Florida, your home state. They were jet skiing and all that. Went to Wildwood. We went to like the mountains, the beach, chilling, drinking all day, smoking all day, and just paintballing and airsoft guns. Yeah, people love technical stuff. Happy birthday. He's talking about it's my birthday month. Thank you so much, Kim. I appreciate you. Thanks, love. You're the best. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you, Kim. We will bring you in, Kimberly, for like one of these episodes. It's just that, as you can see, it's a little slow right now. It's a lot of things going on, but you probably also got like going on. When you settle down a little now, I'm a little more like free. So I know we're trying to bring you around the 20th of April. Unfortunately, it didn't really go like we wanted to, but this is May, and we plan to bring you this month. I already told Steve that you want to bring you in and talk about some stuff you're doing and some of your projects as well. So I mean, I know you have a lot to say, so that'll be great to have you in there. Also, my cousin Sokol might come in, and my buddy Bambino, which I did see him last night. He was there with his girl at the club, but I don't know. I tried to text him, and I think he has another number now because one number doesn't accept text messages. So I got to bring him in here. My boy David Potter. What up, Dave? My old opponent, aka my friend now. Dave, the mouth of the East Potter. Shout out to Dave. He's doing big things. He's got a job doing commentating for MMA shows and pro wrestling. He's a professional commentator. I believe he's got engaged now. Another gig on the side. He does some reviews. So he's doing a lot of things. So Dave, we would love to have Dave here to bring us a few, kind of like some new stuff and, some good content, some stuff what's going on. Some obviously some feedback and all that, but also like, to have him, as a guest and to, kind of get along and kind of like move along and bring in the show. Dave will get something good to say. Of course, here, my girl Kimberly here. We're going to bring you, Kim. My friend Danielle. Lala. We're going to bring a lot of people, My girl Ariel, maybe one day. Definitely my buddy Marius. And hold on one second, guys. Hold on. Let me see somebody else. Jamal said, "Yo, G, give me a call. I seen a podcast, very good show. We got funny times. It was funny because we're trying to talk to Kiambo and he just kept freezing. That's why. You're funny as shit. He said, talking about me, I'm funny. Okay. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you watching. Guess I'm funny at times, but sounds good, though. Sounds good. But I think I've done enough. Read a couple of emails and stuff like that. Let me see. Maybe one more. I'll read one more email or IG, messages and all that. Let's see. My boy, Lansky. Boss Hog Lansky 25. He's really from New York. I know Lansky. Haitian guy Lansky. What's up, Lansky? Yo, G, good stuff. You ought to get a better mic. Definitely need a mic. He said, let me know what's up with your birthday. We'll let you know, Lansky, aka Boss Hog. Lansky, I appreciate you, bro. Doing all this work on the side here. I got so much to do, man. It's like, what do I do first? I got to run to work now. I'm on fucking call as always. I got to do more shit for the podcast. I got to set up something on our Spotify. I gotta like check out some old episodes and all that and see what we got with this. Also set up the next episodes and then got our cut off for us. But as always, guys, have a blessed one. Have a great weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Shout out to my boy Kiambu. Salute to my man who was just there. Even though we had a little trouble with the connection. My boy Steve, Mary, you saw them. Coach Dem, Bill. I mean, the list is too long. I could just say here and give shout outs of everybody. I don't know them near everybody, but I could be here until about 10:53 and it's 10:53 right now. So you can take me 3 hours just to give all the names. So everybody, you guys know who you are. If you rock West, you rock West. If you don't, then it's all good. Keep watching. Whether you're watching, you're hating, we're all good. Feedback is feedback. Publicity is good publicity. Most of the time, all publicity is good publicity. So happy to be here, guys. About to be out. I gotta get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. For those that are watching, definitely get some good content here. So thank you, everybody. Marius, Bill Plymouth, or Lala, Layla, my friend here, my friend Kimberly, of course. My man Kiam, my man Mo was watching a little bit. My homie Amir, I appreciate you guys. And yeah, the views keep coming, man. Sooner or later, like I said, the views are getting there. Monetizing is gonna be definitely very much, near future. And we got a lot going on, guys, with the website and all that. We got a whole lot of plans. So stay tuned, stay in touch. Keep it watching, stay up. We'll have more for you guys to come. It's been a good show, and I guess we'll see you in the next one, Like I say, man, if you want to sink ships, you got to put them and you got to sail them when the waters are deep. Don't ever drown. All right, guys, it's been real. It's 2022. Make sure you do what you got to do, get with the right crew. Be the best and fuck the rest. It's been real. This is a locked in production. I'm your host, G Money, and I'm out of here. It's been real, man. Time to go get my smoke on and hit the highway. Got shit to do. All right, y'all. Peace. One.